Hi guys, welcome back to Rts Share Tea, where respiratory therapists live out loud. With me, your host Linda Fry, the Asthma Lady. Yes, welcome everybody. Welcome to anyone new, and we are in a new month. We're in the month of May, which is Asthma and Awareness Month. Is also the month where we celebrate mothers. So it made sense to me to give like just a different vibe. Usually for Asthma and Awareness Month, Asthma and Allergy Awareness Month, I usually do a bunch of content around asthma and allergy specifically. But today's episode, I wanted to go just a little bit on the route of asthma, allergy awareness, and self-care and skincare. So I have an amazing guest co-host who is my esthetician, Deanna. Hi,
Hello, hello.
Deanna. So I'm going to let Deanna introduce herself and we're just going to do our thing. I'm going to let her take over the show. Okay. So, yes, Deanna, can you please introduce yourself to the listeners?
Yes. So I am Deanna. I am a licensed esthetician, and I'm also the owner of Aria Joy Skincare. I've
Mhm.
been licensed about a little over 10 years, and my motto is I help you create your skin's best debut. I am also specialized in corrective skincare.
Mhm. People
Yeah.
have been complimenting me on the
Yes. Look, I was
glow.
looking at your skin like, oh, it's glowy. I'm
Well,
loving it.
I got a little makeup on, but when I
It
am
looks good.
bare face, people be like, Linda, you got a nice little glow. And I'm like, I have been taking care of the skin. It has been a priority. And that is because of Deanna. She's been working her magic on me. So it's good, good, good. And that is really the vibe of today's episode of just that self-care focus, self-care, skincare, and just like I said, wrapped up with asthma and allergy knowledge as well. So for those of you guys, once again, I'm the asthma lady. So during this month, we usually do asthma and allergy education content. And just to give you a little background, asthma is a chronic lung disease, and it is a chronic lung disease of the airways. So this makes breathing harder because it's about airflow being limited. And this primarily happens, unfortunately, well, it affects all of us in some shape or form because it affects how people go to work, school, and it affects our economy. It's an expensive problem because folks go to the emergency room often for something that can be controlled, right? So just to let you know that asthma is with you for life, but it can be controlled. We have a lot of resources available, and it's unfortunate that there are some communities that carry a bulk of the burden more than others. And those communities are usually minority communities. And when it comes to the specific numbers, when it comes to adults, it affects Black women often. So the high numbers for that demographic. And so today we're going to focus because once again, we have Mother's Day coming up. We want to focus on self-care and skin care. So just doing things intentional. So we are going to loop in Deanna, who is our expert guest co-host here today. And we definitely appreciate you, Deanna. Thank you for your time. So we're
Thank
gonna
you for
get
having me. I'm excited to be here.
yes. Good vibes. Deanna's always good vibes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get right into this. So what made you decide to be an esthetician?
So I used to have extremely bad acne. And somebody invited me to like a pamper party. Now, this is before I decided to like go to school for aesthetics. I just
Okay.
always like, the girly side of doing skincare, makeup combinations, but I never really knew exactly what to put on my skin. So I
Okay.
did like a demo party, and it might have been like a Mary Kay party, and somebody did like a full facial on me. And I actually became interested in the fact I wanted to touch the skin after
Okay.
having the experience of just doing the demo. So my acne journey kind of started that because I didn't know what to use. And I really didn't have the right resources around me. When you go to the pharmacy, they kind of just say, okay, this is a skincare aisle, you
Right.
know, pick something. And when they pick something, it's more so for all skin types, but things
Correct.
weren't working. So
Mm,
I was breaking out. Then sometimes you go to other places like medical professionals, depending on how great your dermatologist is, and they might say, hey,
mm-hmm.
use this cream. But then I still didn't
Correct.
have a full skincare regimen. Like it just was
Mm-hmm.
use the cream. I didn't know what cleansers, what moisturizers. So just wanted more knowledge, kind of push me into the realm of doing aesthetics because I wanted to know exactly what would work for skin like mine. And I
Right.
wanted to know what would create great results. So that was the start of my journey. It all started from
Okay.
teen acne on up to trying a demo skincare party and just wanting to know more.
Okay. So when did you start like, doing like going to school and started seeing clients and who are your main clients, your demographics? Like who do you cater to?
So I started school, I graduated in 2013. I did it's like a 6-month program,
Mm-hmm.
depending on whether you do part-time or full-time. And then what aesthetics is continuing education because there are always spa um, services that are new to the world of aesthetics. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm always learning, but it's been since about 2013 that
Okay.
I became an esthetician. I wish it was earlier than that. I always tell people, no, but listen, I always tell it was supposed to be earlier than that because
Oh,
I I used to work in corporate America and I wanted to go to school, but it's all started from a no. I ended up going to school from my old boss some years ago saying, "Oh, well, we can't give you that time."
yeah.
And I just took a
You
leap of
see?
faith
That's it.
and I went to esthetician school and I never turned back after that.
The Lord
Never turned back.
works in
Yes,
mysterious ways.
yes, he
Like,
does.
so
Yes, he does.
you was meant to do this because like I said, God bless you, girl.
I truly believe it. And
Your
now
hands.
yes, look, my demographic of clients. So it's interesting when I first started, I didn't see many people that look like you and I in
Okay.
my esthetician chair, right?
Okay. Okay.
It was more so other nationalities that I would see getting a facial. But once I became solo, I got the clientele that look more like myself. It's still diverse. I have
Mm.
a diverse clientele,
Okay.
but I had to kind of create the ambiance
I
of
was gonna
more people that
s-
look like me starting
I was
to
gonna
get
say,
faces.
why do you think you were seeing the clientele that you were seeing at the time? Is it because of you think like a access? Was it like, do you think it's just time? Like they could like women that look like us could not fit it in? Like
Right.
what did you
So
think?
it's interesting because I say it's a couple different things. One, I think people don't like they lack knowledge. Like how I told you when I got a little demo facial, I was like, "Oh, what is this?"
Mm-hmm.
Because we grew up, grab some lotion, wash your face with that cloth, put that
Mm-hmm.
Vaseline on, get out the house. It was
Crazy.
like
Can you
right
believe
skin.
Vaseline we were putting on our faces?
Listen, I pass
Bar
out every
soap,
time a client.
bar soap and Vaseline. It's insane.
Yes. And
It's like,
And so I think one part of that
ah,
is lack of knowledge.
yeah.
And then the other part is a lot of people consider a facial to be something that is solely like for birthdays,
A
like just like,
luxury. Yes.
yeah, a
Yes.
luxury. It's not, and I tell people all the time, this is total healthcare
Care.
because your skin is
Hmm.
your largest organ. So
Yes.
we throw
Yes.
different things on our face and you got to keep in mind you have pores and things that absorb all of what you put on your face. It's not just something that you do for luxury. It should be something that you do every single day, and your skin
Preach.
tells the story about your health.
Hmm.
So if you're eating the wrong things, different, situations are going to happen with your skin. You might see breakouts in certain areas. So the skin is not just something that we toy with when we want to have something special, like a spa day for our
Correct.
birthday.
I love when you first saw me and you were like, listen, your skin, you did like a good assessment, and everything starts with an assessment, everything you do. And
Yes.
you were like, you were like, yeah, your skin is okay, but I could tell you don't drink enough water. And I was like, yeah, it's a fact.
Yes.
I don't drink enough water. And then you were like, listen, I can see it in your face. And I was like, yeah. So I know the skin, it tells stories. It do. And no matter
Absolutely.
what type of skin, it definitely tells a story. Right. So I love that.
I
So
really do.
okay, so we're good. We on a good track. So as an esthetician, what are your top recommendations for gentle skincare routines and products like suitable for someone with sensitive skin, like, allergies, eczema, anything like that? Is there anything particular we should be looking for as far as ingredients, formulations in the product?
So I'll say for like sensitive, even clients that have rosacea, eczema, everybody in the world of skincare should have what we call a primary cleanser. So that's a cleanser that you use every single day to start your routine. Now, the
Mhm.
primary cleanser is normally a cleanser that is mild.
Okay.
Sometimes, depending on how sensitive your skin is, you don't really feel an extreme sensation from it because
Okay.
it's not considered to be like a treatment cleanser where you're attacking like acne or something specific on
Okay.
the skin.
So the
So
basic
you would just
first
use
step.
like right.
Okay.
So it's just going to be your everyday cleanser that's going to remove dirt, debris from the environment off of the face, and it's going to help with what we call your cell turnover. And that's just basically when we
Mhm.
get new skin every 28 days, depending on our age.
Okay.
Because I always tell clients if you're getting close to the menopausal period, then every 40 days is when skin begins to renew, and they
Oh,
kind of
okay.
stay drier. Yeah, they stay drier longer. So you want to make sure that you're getting that dead skin off the face, and you have a good
Oh,
cleanser that's designed to help you with new skin turnover. But
okay. I didn't
to
know that.
pinpoint, yeah,
Okay. Well,
to pinpoint like
I need to look out
ingredients,
because I'm
I
like,
always,
I got some time before
yeah.
menopause, but yeah, right. So it's
Look, listen, me and you both, but look, sometimes the body is so interesting,
right,
okay? Because
right, right,
it
right.
does
I'm,
what it
I'm, I'm
wants.
like, let me write them tips down. Like, man, that pause.
Yes,
Do more
yes.
to the
So
face. Go ahead, go
right, so
ahead. Don't
take
let me
care of
stop
that
you.
skin before you get to that period. But
Uh-huh.
some key things to look at when you pick up like a cleanser from the store, you want to make sure, or from your esthetician, you want to make sure you look at like the first 5 ingredients. And most of the time
Okay.
it's going to be like water,
Water.
something, right. It's going to be like the number one thing on the back of the packaging.
It should be water first,
Right.
right? Okay.
Right. Normally you'll see water, start
Okay.
start the ingredient list. And then if you have really sensitive skin or eczema, you want something that's calming. So having like a aloe,
Okay.
sometimes colloidal oatmeal may be in some of those products that are good for sensitive skin. You want things that are common to the skin, not alcohols. So you want to look out and
Mm-hmm.
beware of that if you're
Yes.
already if your barrier is already extremely irritated or sensitive.
Yeah, I used to
But those are like some
use.
of my top two.
Okay, okay, good. Because I was like, back in the day, I used to use witch hazel and to like help, I think as a toner or something like that. And but it used to
Okay.
dry up my skin. I didn't notice it was
So
drying because it had alcohol in it. I think
yes,
it
and
had,
witch hazel
yeah.
is an astringent. It's an
Okay,
astringent. A
see.
lot of people try to use it like a toner, and I tell them,
See?
there's a difference. Yeah,
See, so that's from back in the day stuff because I was told, the bar, bar soap, yeah, the Vaseline and the witch hazel back in the day. That was like a thing. So,
yeah,
but
and it can
I
be
don't know that
very
no more.
drying.
It's right,
Right?
ashy. I was very ashy in the
I don't want
face.
to do that one.
And then right, and then I had to
Yeah.
throw on the what Vaseline right on top of that to
Yep. See,
make it
I told you.
greasy.
Yes, we're giving
Terrible.
giving you your glow, but the one that
Oh my
might clog the
gosh.
pores, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh. So the things, oh my gosh, the things we used to do, I can't. But no, no, no.
Yeah.
This is good. Okay, so good. So we need to look out for water, water in the
Yes.
products. And then the second one you said the second one to look
Oh,
for.
water. Aloe is really great
Okay,
for
yes.
sensitized skin.
There you go.
Um, like any colloidal oatmeal. I find
Okay.
that oatmeals are normally in a lot of like products for our eczema-based clients.
Yes,
That's a really,
yes.
you want calming
Vino.
ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yes,
you
I
want like
was.
something very calming to the skin.
Mm-hmm. I was using that because the baby, Logan, yeah, his skin is a little, and we're not surprised
It's
because
dry.
Chris has eczema. My husband, I have eczema as well. So we're not surprised. So Logan's skin is starting to give us that vibe.
Uh-oh.
Sometime he's a little itchy, and it just looks different. He looks patchy in certain places. So yeah, we had to
Yes.
like use Alvino with the oatmeal. So that helps him a lot. So that's what because I'm scared to he's still young to me, so I'm scared to put like
Right.
anything, so yeah, Alvino. Okay, that's a good one with
And I
oatmeal.
always tell my clients, if it's extremely hard to read, you might want to step away from it. Like, even though
Okay.
some ingredients some products have large
Mm-hmm.
names, and when you look it up, it might be something as simple as it may just be another name for coconut oil or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. But if you're having trouble with those first five ingredients, it may not necessarily be the
Be for
product for
you.
you, or you might want to get the advice from somebody who may know a little bit more detail about the ingredients in the product to just make sure it is designed for your skin, which is why when you pick out a cleanser, that's whether you have sensitive,
Mm-hmm.
acne, eczema, make sure it's for your skin type, because that's
Mm-hmm.
another problem. A lot of people think they have sensitive skin, and they really have just stripped their skincare barrier by using a bunch of different products that weren't for them. And now it's just
Okay.
stressed out. So as soon as they put products
Stressed
on,
out
it's like it
skin.
burns, it
Mm.
itches, it's irritated. It just may be that they have to get their skin back in balance.
Okay, that's a
Yes.
good tip. Okay, so just having stressful skin, because I wanted to talk about this in the form of self-care and just
Yes.
dealing with stress. A lot of people don't know that stress can trigger asthma, so that's another thing. And it also you can see the
Wow.
stress on the skin, so people don't, so these things like anxiety, all this stuff can trigger asthma. So just focusing on making self-care a priority as well as skincare, like skincare being a good habit, a good
Yes.
skincare routine, um, uh, to have that as a good habit under the self-care plan. Because for me, there's a great, especially as a mom now, like Logan just turned 3, but I still
Oh.
struggle. I thank you. I know these, yeah. But I still struggle with my own self-care because of course as a mom we put everybody before us.
First.
So
Yep.
yeah, so this just trying to have it all together, going outside, and then when it's time to take care of ourselves, like with that good routine, sometimes we just forfeit. It's like I don't need it.
Right.
So yeah. So how do you coach people through that say things like that to you? Like, oh yeah, it's my birthday, so I came for a facial. So what do you tell them?
To kind of get them on board with doing it all the time.
Yes.
So normally what happens is once I go over their what I call the skin map, which is where I show them like a picture of what their of a face, and it shows everything going on in the different sections of the face. I
Mhm.
start to give recommendations of, first of all, telling them what's going on with the skin, but recommendations of what I recommend going forward. And
Okay.
then regardless of whether they kind of listen to that information, I always tell people, when you do your skincare, you need to put yourself on the calendar, meaning If you have,
Pencil it
yeah, you
in.
got to put, just like you put everything else on the
Ah,
calendar, you got to
it's a
put just
fact.
your routine on the calendar. I even have I had to do it for myself because as much as I touch everyone else's skin and I
Mm-hmm.
have the products on my shelf, I have to remember, especially my treatment days when I'm doing my
Mm-hmm.
nighttime skincare, which is what I consider my self-care
Mm-hmm.
days.
Yes. The
And
nighttime.
that's where I do. Yes, that's when I
Yes.
do every step 2 to 3 times a week for like those things that I'm working on, like pigmentation or anything
Mm-hmm.
like that. If I'm breaking out, but I tell them put it on a calendar so that something reminds you, hey, every day, every Sunday at
Mm-hmm.
9 o'clock. For me, it's Sundays at 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I do my full routine.
Yes.
Tuesdays at whatever time, do your full routine. Even though you
Put
still are
it
going to
in.
do your morning routine, that nighttime routine is important because that's when you're taking the most time with your skincare regimen and you're taking
Mm-hmm.
time with yourself.
For yourself. Yes.
So,
Yes. Yes.
right. Let me tell you,
I've
and
tried.
skincare is relaxing. Okay. It's therapeutic to me to just take that time,
Yes.
put my little headband on and put
Yes.
my
Take
products
your
on.
time.
Yes.
Leave me
No
alone.
rush.
Everybody,
Yep.
close the door. Put the
Uh-huh.
babies in bed. Hubby's watching whatever he
Yes.
want on TV. I need my time.
Yes.
So yeah, and
Absolutely.
I've been Deanna, I've been bad. I've been forfeiting my days. I gotta jump back
Uh-oh. You
on
got to
them.
put you back
Yeah.
on the calendar.
Work has been, like I said, baby, he has a whole new routine. So I've been very, busy with, being the mommy, and you know what I'm saying? So I gotta take my own advice.
Yes.
I will go this. I'm glad I'm seeing you today. This is gonna remind me to
Yes.
do it. Okay, so with that being said, okay. So for healthcare professionals, oh, this is good. And this includes me, who wear long-lasting makeup. This was a struggle
Uh-oh.
during demanding shifts. So those 12-hour shifts. So what are some quick, effective skincare tips that can be implemented to refresh and care for the skin? Especially considering we wear, like, a lot of us wear
Mask.
masks for a long time. So you got makeup on and the mask for a long period of time.
So I would say if you are a person who frequents makeup, I always tell people nothing is wrong with makeup as long as you know how to properly remove it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
And I
where the
didn't.
breakouts, yeah,
Back in the day, I didn't. Until I
listen,
met you.
yep,
Thank you.
where those breakouts happen is where you have the people who take, like, for example, I have clients that say, hey, yeah, I just remove the product with a makeup wipe and then I go to sleep. You can't do that, like
Yes.
after a
Yeah.
12-hour shift, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to make sure that you have a proper makeup removal system. Like for me, like one product that I use for makeup removal. Now, I'm no makeup artist. I do makeup, but I haven't done makeup in a long while. But
Yeah.
with makeup removal, I use a product called Abilene, right? And
Okay.
Abilene is actually, they
Absolutely.
consider it a cleanser, but I wouldn't cleanse my skin with it like as a
Okay.
cleanser and then put a moisturizer on. But I use it because it's like an oil base and it easily picks up
Mm.
hard to remove makeup, especially you
Okay.
know how you have those red lipsticks that kind of stain the
Mm-hmm.
lip, or
Mm-hmm.
you have mascara that might be hard to remove.
Right.
You
Waterproof.
need you need a
Mm-hmm.
great makeup remover, and make sure that your cleanser is designed to remove makeup as well. And sometimes it's listed on the packaging. It
Okay.
may say um it's a cleanser that is great for also removing makeup, because if you're not cleansing properly with a great cleanser, when you don't do what we call a double cleanse, that's when you cleanse your
Mm-hmm.
face twice,
Twice I
then
do
you
it.
might be leaving some of that makeup behind,
Yes.
right? And makeup removal wipes, like for example, I used to take like show people putting makeup on an orange, right? You know how oranges have all those grooves, and if you
Mm-hmm.
take an orange and you have makeup on one and you remove the makeup with a makeup wipe, that orange is still going to have makeup
Makeup on
all
it.
in the grooves,
Mm.
right? But if you take
Okay.
an orange and you take your makeup remover and then you go in with a cleanser, the other orange is going to be much cleaner than the one that you
Okay.
just used a makeup wipe, because makeup wipes is just like to take off some of the makeup, but you still have to go back in to pick it up, to pick up anything that's
Mm.
stuck within your pores, in the grooves of the
See.
skin. So you have to have a full routine. So if you are wearing makeup, I would say during a 12-hour shift, have a
Mm-hmm.
makeup removal system, have a great primary cleanser. You want to double cleanse whenever you're using makeup, whenever you have makeup on, excuse me. You
Mm-hmm.
want to do a double cleanse.
Double
I always
cleanse.
do a double cleanse even without it, but
Okay.
make sure you do a double cleanse. And then you'll go in with your regular routine, whether that's a moisturizer or your night creams or anything like that.
Okay.
If you are somebody who's at work and you want to make sure when you break out a lot, right? And you want to make sure you kind of like touch up the face throughout the day and you don't mind removing your makeup. It's always good to have like a little sample kit in your purse. And maybe on lunch
Okay.
you can do like a mini
A
routine,
light.
especially in between wearing a mask, because
Mm-hmm.
mask is can get really ugly if you wear a mask all the time and you don't
Right.
have a good skincare routine. A lot of
Right.
people end up with extreme cheek acne, pustules
Mm-hmm.
in places that you don't want it on the lower
Correct.
section of the face. So
Yeah.
having those little kits, and you can make yourself a kit. If you have
Right.
big bottles of product, just take the little travel size 1 ounce jars and fill it with some skincare on the go. And it's the
Okay.
same for my people that work out and do things like that. You have to take off, and when you're sweating, you have to make sure you clean that up, because when you
Okay.
sweat and
And
you're
we
wearing a mask,
definitely sweating under those
yeah,
masks. Yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah. I don't wear full face makeup going to work
yeah,
because I just don't have the patience to do it. And
you gotta
why?
have time for that.
You right, and I guess to work on time. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So no shade to the women that wear full face makeup to the
right,
hospital or anything like that. They look beautiful, gorgeous. But you know we got to throw those masks on, and then like you said, yeah, you're sweating underneath that. And then yeah,
right,
you get the breakout. So I don't bother with the makeup. But those are great tips because the white packs don't tell you to cleanse
right,
after using the wipes because you think you wipe your face one and done. And then I would go to sleep and I would see the stuff still on my pillow. Still see it on the pillow.
right.
Like, oh,
And look,
I still have
the
makeup
pillow
on.
is a whole nother monster
Okay.
because you
And
have
you
dead skin cells
come
sitting
on.
there, sweat.
Asthma World Central. We know we act
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is a trigger. So they have to put the pillow encasement. That's a good one. So this is
yeah.
asthma and allergy awareness, folks. So please remember to use pillow encasements and encase your mattress. Okay, so all of that. So it
Yes,
all contribute. So the pillows, pillow encasements, you know, or if you sleep on pillows, you know, the casing come on, whatever, all that can contribute to your skin just breaking out and whatnot. So
yes.
that's another good tip. I forgot about that one. Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
Deanna. Oh, we are good. We are doing so good. So I
Yes.
mean, so yeah, so this is the time where okay, so this is the time where you get to plug away. Plug. What do you got going
Okay.
on? We got like a few minutes, so where can we find you?
Yes. So you can find me on Instagram. My name is Deanna of AJ Skincare, because that would be too many words to write if I put Aria Joy. But Deanna of AJ Skincare, I am there on Instagram. I am also on TikTok under I believe it is the same name, Deanna of AJ Skincare. Facebook, you can find me at Aria Joy Skincare. So whatever platform you're on,
Okay.
I am there. Look, I got to get on
Okay.
LinkedIn because you made me think
Um,
about that. I
yeah.
definitely have to get up there.
Don't
But you can
worry, I'm
find me
tagging you
there.
there anyway. Whether you
Yes.
there or not, I'm mentioning your name. And
So
I'll put your
definitely.
stuff in the description as well too.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
you can find me in on any of those platforms. It was something else I was gonna say. Oh my
Okay.
goodness. It in the spirit of Mother's Day,
Okay.
want to come in for a service, you can reach me at www.ariajoyskincare.as.me to
Mhm.
grab your Mother's Day gift cards, or if you want to bring mom in for a service,
No,
or
yes.
perhaps you just have questions about your skin. You could also do a virtual call, which is almost similar to how we're on this Zoom, and we can talk about your
Mm-hmm.
skin before you come in for a service. Yes.
Love it. Yes, she
Mhm.
works with miracles, people.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
So yes, well, Deanna, thank you so much for being here with
Thank you for
us,
having me.
sharing these amazing tips, and just giving us that good vibe and just giving us the knowledge that we need about self-care, skincare, and addressing those things like we said about with asthma and allergies, those pillows, taking care of those things. We appreciate you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And
Same here. I appreciate you.
yes, 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 yes. Okay, see,
Yes.
I'm not good at that yet, but I get. I might be. Oh, okay. So we might be collabing on some another thing. So I might be
Yes.
on your platform, which would be cool. So looking forward to that, and I will be seeing you soon for the routine. So yes,
Look,
we'll
I
see
am
you
super
soon.
excited and I thank you for having me. This was super amazing. And listen, it's right up my alley because I am an asthmatic. So I have so many
Oh,
more questions for you. I can't
okay.
wait. I can't
Listen.
wait to connect.
All right, all right.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here with us. Remember that we are on most podcast platforms on Wednesdays and we are on YouTube on Thursdays. So look out. I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff for Asthma and Allergy Awareness Month. I will be in Washington, D.C. with the Allergy and
Ooh.
Asthma Network. So we're doing Advocacy Day in DC in the Capitol Hill. So we'll be doing that, and I will also be traveling in Texas. I will have more information on that. So yes, guys, many more things to come. And remember, we are growing together. So I will see you guys next week. And remember to invest in yourself and to only compete when your situation is you. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you, Linda.